Buttons. There are various types and styles of buttons used in application design. Buttons usually look different in different states, so the default state might be different than the hover state or the click or pressed state. But there are three basic styles of buttons: contained, outlined, or text buttons. Let me show you how you can design them in Adobe XD. I will select the rectangle tool and draw a rectangle. I will fill it with blue color and position a text in the middle. Now I have a very simple contained button. You might have noticed the height of the button is 150 pixels and the text is 50 pixels, so it's a third of the height. This creates really nice balance between the text and the size of the button. Okay, let me duplicate the button. And I will change the button radius to 5. You can hardly see that the button has a rounded corner, but it has a nice polish to it. Let me duplicate the button again. This time I will make the radius 15. Now the rounded corners are a lot more prominent. But it doesn't mean that this button is better than the previous one. They are just two different styles, and they both look great. Let me duplicate the last button again, and this time I will make the radius 100. Let me duplicate this whole group and just keep two of them to produce the outline buttons. So here I will remove the background color, apply a light gray border, and change the text color to black. Let me remove the other two buttons and just keep the rounded one. This time I will select the blue color for the border, white background, and a black text. Lastly, I will duplicate the button again, and for a text button style, I will remove the background color, including the border, and just change the text color to blue, so it is obvious that this is not just a text, but there is an action assigned to it. Okay, so we have 7 different types of buttons in the default state. I will duplicate the whole group and I will adjust these styles to create the hover state. In the first one, I will just change the background color to dark blue. In the second one, I will change the background color and I will apply a drop shadow as well. In the third one, I will just apply the drop shadow, so I will not change the background color. In the fifth button, I will just change the background color to light gray while keeping the border. In the 7th button, I will remove the border and apply a drop shadow. And in the last text button, I will just apply the border for the hover state. What you could see from this example that you can create many types of buttons by adjusting few variables. You can change the background color, the border color, the text color, or even drop shadow. You can change the border radius or a spacing in a button. The possibilities are endless. It is up to you as a designer to choose the button styles. But again, remember to be consistent.